Welcome back to the Outside Scoop. How's it going, listeners? I'm Josh, your host. That's Rob.
This is Josh, your host. This is Rob.
That's
really
Greg.
Cool. I hope not.
This is Greg, our guest for today.
I'm gonna pick my nose. You get dangerously close all the time. Almost socked me last episode.
Yeah, but I'm not actually going to because I have restraint. I have good depth perception.
Thank goodness.
Anyway, this is our final episode of the season. It's episode 10. Stop saying that.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Of course, today is pop culture. Greg, you wanted to start us off with something.
Okay, so
Such a weird thing to start off with.
It's terrible. So you know how the new Ironheart series is coming out?
Sure.
It's like I didn't watch Black Panther 2, but there's this character in there. What's her name? Have you seen it? It's like I don't even know her name. This is really bad. But
Ironheart's name?
Yeah, or the character's
I don't
name.
remember her name.
Okay, she's the new Iron Man. Like young black teen, whatever. So they're coming with a new TV show. They were promoting it, and there's a character that's gonna be, I guess, like the antagonist. He's from like the comics. His name is the Hood. His name is the Hood. And there was like a trailer I think that was playing. And it says the Hood comes to the MCU, but it was just like the title, and it had that character's, it had the Ironheart character on there. Not even like the Hood, because the Hood is like a white guy, right? but it showed like the main character being the black female teen, and it had her face. It says the Hood comes to the MCU.
That's so bad.
And that, like Marvel Studios have posted it on their official
Dude, that
page
is
on
horrible
Instagram.
marketing.
They took it out, but somebody screenshotted it. So there's a picture with like her and says the Hood comes to the MCU.
That's so
It's just like
bad.
what a great way, to start
To market.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
It's so bad. Yeah.
I don't remember anything about Black Panther 2.
I heard the opening was really, really good. Like, it was really sad because obviously
the
Chadwick
tribute.
passed away. Yeah, so if I was ever gonna watch the movie, it would just be for the first
Sure.
little bit, just because I hear it's. So
I remember
good,
that,
but-
and then I remember like the very end where they introduce his kid,
Mhm.
and he's named T'Challa. So like, recast.
Yeah, I guess they're
Uh,
just gonna do that. So, is there gonna be like a time jump, or like how are they gonna just like a young Black Panther who's like what 12? How old is the kid in the movie? Is he like?
I think he was like 8. So like he was pretty young. So I don't know if there's gonna be like a big time jump. I think what's her name?
Shuri.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
She's the new one.
obviously going to be Black Panther for like Doomsday and.
How long do you
Secret
think
Wars?
they want the MCU to like go? You
Dude,
think that
forever.
they're planning for like 30 years? Like, well, we're gonna establish like this 8-year-old T'Challa now, but in like 30 years when the MCU is obviously still going because why not? Then he'll take the mantle whenever he's like that could just sold his soul to Marvel. He,
No,
like,
I
wrote
would
to
say
God,
like minimum they give it like 4 years with Shuri.
Really? When did Black Panther 2 come out? Are you saying like from like right now or like from when Black Panther 2 came out?
Ooh,
Because like that was like a couple years ago, wasn't it?
From like right now, because she'll obviously have like Doomsday
Uh-huh.
and
Secret
Secret
Wars.
Wars, but then past that, they'll maybe have like Black Panther 3 where like she hands off the
Okay.
mantle, something like that.
So every single Black Panther movie is gonna have a different Black Panther?
yeah.
Dang. That's kind of rough.
Just a theory though.
It's a game? No.
Dude, whenever you said that she was a young black female, I thought of that stupid thing that guy said about Miles Morales, like the
exaggerated swagger
Of
the
a
black,
black
teen.
teen, yeah.
The way he jumps off of buildings,
Just full
in
of
a,
exaggerated swagger.
in a
black
backwards
teen.
head first dive.
The way he leaps off of rooftops and flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
I was like, alright.
I can't believe you guys remember that. Okay.
How could you not?
I want to shift a little bit over to. Do you guys still like AJR?
No.
Okay, good. So,
Are we dogging on them today?
yeah, we are.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard their new album, The Maybe Man? It's not
Is it butt?
It's not like super new. I think they released it like early last year, maybe late 23. But I had not listened to it, and I used to really enjoy them in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I figured like I'm gonna give it a shot just because one of our friends really likes them.
That is such a weird looking cover.
It is.
Like their faces.
Well, they've looked like that on the last 2,
Really?
I think.
They've always kind of
No, they never looked like
They've always
this.
had a funky looking art
Yeah.
style for their.
Well,
like
yeah,
the Click.
but they
Go
look
look
like
at the
the
Click.
Easter Island heads.
Sure, but like go look at the Click.
I mean,
and then
it's
look
an
at,
album cover. It's not. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the music is what you're trying
No,
to
music
get
is what I'm
with.
going
They're
for.
cartoonish and like
They are
round.
pretty cartoonish, yeah.
Now they're like an oval. They look like an Easter Island head.
That's your first
Yeah.
concern is the album cover. Like it's not even that bad.
Dude, but if that is your first concern, then what about the music?
Dude, you're gonna love
Yeah,
this.
dude,
next
that's a
thing.
completely different like theme.
Okay, who cares? Let's.
Sure.
I want to.
Anyway.
All right.
But okay, first off, that is
juicy
kind of what I
bits
want
right
to.
there,
That's
just
kind of
like-
what I want to talk about. Is
Really?
the theme, right? Because if, in my opinion, an artist should make like differently sounding music to consistently be good, right? The theme of the album should always be different, and I think you're thinking of Taylor Swift right now, and if you are, I'd like to say I have not enjoyed her last two albums, and I think that the last two Taylor Swift albums, I think you could just pick those songs and throw them into a different album, like that she previously had. I think they were all too similar. Anyway,
So how are we getting to Taylor Swift?
because I know that you hate Taylor Swift,
Let me
and
get my
you know
readers
that
on.
I like Taylor Swift. We've always had this debate. And
I
you
don't like her
always,
as I don't like her as like a person, and I think a lot of her like her old stuff is like good. Like I'm just let me get my readers on. I'm kind of curious as to.
that's kind of where I am with Taylor Swift now, is that I'm enjoying her older stuff a lot more than I am new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, like I said, I listened to it in its entirety. It was the hardest listen I've ever had. I listened to it in the car on my way home. It was like late night, and I'm like, they have some upbeat music. Maybe it'll like help me stay awake. It was so bad. Like, I considered skipping a lot of the songs, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna listen through.
You're strong for that.
I'm going to have my full thoughts on it. Here's one thing that I thought: way too many big trumpets. It just seems like that they were trying to make every single song on the album the hit of the album, and you can't do that with an like. There's at most maybe like 4 hits on an album if it's a good album. Sometimes you only get 1 or 2. Like in their old stuff, I feel like you had Netflix Trip was a big hit, and then
I don't know Netflix.
I could. Yes, you do.
You think that they're trying to? Is it Burn the House Down that has the trumpets, or I know?
Dude.
Does Bang have trumpets? I don't know. There's a song.
almost
that's
every
pretty-
single one
Yeah, I
of
was
their
gonna think,
songs
like,
has trumpets now.
If I think of AJR, I think of trumpets, and so to hear this that they all have like light trumpets, I'm like, yep, that sounds a lot like just like AJR.
Exactly,
Just,
and that's the
trumpets.
thing. That's the
Put them
thing is
there.
that like I cannot stand the fact that they are in every single song on this album except for maybe one. Like,
interesting.
okay, so there was one song that I enjoyed for a while, and then the trumpets came in. That was Turning Out Part 3, and it really sucks to me because I enjoyed Turning Out Part 1 and 2, and I still listen to Part 2, and like it still kind of resonates with me. But Turning Out Part 3 was like, it was okay leading up to it, and then it was like, boom, there's the trumpet. I'm like, great, song ruined. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, AJR has been like very hit in the past with like, oh, big, like too much production, essentially, like way overproduced content. And like in the past, I was like, oh no, it's pretty good. But to me, it at this point is now like, if you were to take their last 3 albums, OK Orchestra, The Click, and Neo Theater, you put it into an AI and you say, make me an AJR album based on this, you get this album.
Oh no.
And that's because every single song, same drums, same trumpet. And like I said, they're trying to make every single song the hit of the album.
Do you think it's possible that they actually used AI to maybe help them out?
So-
I'm not saying like maybe throw the whole thing in there, but like, I mean, surely artists are at least like exploring the avenue of AI, maybe just like out of curiosity or whatever. But like, it can't be. I mean, AJR, they might definitely.
I'm
be,
so
like,
intrigued
dabbling with
by.
AI.
I see your notes a little bit, but I was also scrolling through the songs, and I saw the title of the Dumb song.
The dumb
If I was 12, I'd get excited. But I'm not 12, I'm 21.
No, 12 is like Imagine Dragons. The dumb song is like 8. Like
Yeah.
like the
Maybe
like
6.
the grape song or like whatever.
Well, I was still
Right.
an idiot when
Or
I was
like
12.
the duck song.
Is that what I was thinking? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the duck
the duck
song.
walk
with-
over the
yeah,
corner.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like the
Lemonade
dumb
stand.
song sounds like Dumb Ways to Die.
Yeah.
Or stuff that. Like the dumb song is like even like below Imagine Dragons.
I agree.
Good morning.
The cat.
Hello. Come on, baby.
Is he in?
Yeah, no, I did not like the dumb song. That and Hole in the Bottom of My Brain were 2 of the worst songs I've ever heard. It was so
On the
bad.
same album.
Dude,
That's diabolical.
I'm telling you, Hole in the Bottom of My Brain is like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's the drums.
Like a
It's just
metronome?
always on the beat, right? There's nothing that's like fun about it, and
How does Fletcher feel about this album?
I think he likes it. And I will not lie to you, like, Hole in the Bottom of my brain.
Whoa.
It's like
Hold your horses.
those are the words that he's saying, and it sounds like a children's lullaby. It's like, there's a hole in the bottom of my brain. It makes me want to die. It was really bad.
Are they trying?
I don't know. See, that's why I think like.
Are you rushing or are you dragging?
I'm allergic, bro. I know you're cute.
She doesn't even care.
Dude, cats always gravitate towards people that don't like cats or that are allergic to cats.
I like cats, but I'm allergic. Also, I know you don't bite. That's why I like you. But I'm sorry, I gotta go on this.
Here, if you want agua, it's gonna be on the shelf.
No, I can't touch my face. I touch my face all the time. Just not think about it. Hey, we're fine.
Careful around the eyes.
Continue.
Okay.
I'm just.
This sucks.
No, it's my final thought on it is that it seems like AJR is just recycling the same material. That's why I think it sounds like if you were to just give it to an AI, they would pump out this album. And back when they made The Click in Neo Theater, it worked for me, but it just doesn't anymore. It started to wear off whenever I heard OK Orchestra. I didn't like as many of those songs. And then this comes out, and I'm like, I had no genuine interest in listening to it for however long it's been out. And then I was like, I'm going to give it a listen.
When did it come out? Let me look.
It was 23 or 24. So like it's been a while that I have not listened to this album, and I didn't even hear a single song off of it until I listened to it.
Came out 23, late 23.
There you go. So I haven't had genuine interest in listening to it for that long.
I kind of forgot they existed. Which, I mean, everybody has forgotten that AJR existed.
Back in like 2018, 2019, their music worked for me.
We're also just younger. Like, if we go back in time.
I have 997 songs on my liked playlist. Those are like, if I like the song, I like it. Sometimes it gets shuffled because Spotify doesn't know how to shuffle. But I used to have like 20 songs by them.
You're a real problem.
Probably like a year ago, I just took them all off.
Yeah.
Because I would just skip them anyway.
So whenever I made my playlist, which is a lot like your liked songs, it's just my master playlist. It has everything that I've liked since I started Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
The first songs on there were like the entire album of The Click.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I think I still have 2 songs from The Click on there. Maybe. Like, I've gotten rid of most of them. Just because whenever they would come on, I would just skip them because I didn't want to listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like you said, it's just growing up.
Dude, the thing with AJR, like, if it ever comes up, you know, people say that like things make you feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like a kid again, but not in the sense that it takes you back and it's like nostalgic. It's just like, wow, I feel like a child listening to it, and that sounds like an insult, and I really don't mean it in that way. But like that's just how I feel. Like whenever AJR comes on, it makes me feel like a kid listening to it, just because it like my brain just like puts it in this like area where it's just like. It's just really like immature, like whatever. But like not to say like if you like it then like you're a child, right? Like I'm not saying that, but like just for me personally, it makes me feel like a kid, but not in the way that you would want it.
Yeah. No, I saw someone.
Make sure to stick to commercials.
Yeah, I agree. I heard Bang on a transition between an NFL like
that and
like
there's
going back into the NFL like play from a commercial to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
That was years ago though. Like
there's another song that's also on a commercial, but yeah, just stick to commercials, dog.
I agree. That's kind of how I feel about Imagine Dragons too. They should just because they're doing the same thing where I feel like they're trying to make every single song a big hit.
They're trying to make it hype music is what it is. They're going for the hype.
Once they did Believer and Thunder, it all went downhill. I mean, those songs are bad as is, but I think it went downhill after.
I like Believer, F you. Thunder is kind of butt.
Believer! You like that?
Believer!
It's terrible.
It's not bad.
It is.
It's alright.
What do you think, Greg? On the spot.
Next question. I think I'm in between both where it's just like...
You just don't care.
Like I have...
Dude, when I thought about Believer, I imagine like I'm getting a haircut, it's just like in the background.
No, because it's literally when I think about the song "Believer," it's like I'm in 5th grade playing dodgeball at gym. Like that's just straight up what it is. But like, not to say like it's a bad song, but like it just puts me in like that place of like I'm a very young person. I think it has less of the issue that I have with like AJR, where it's like they're both kind of in like that ballpark of where it sends me whenever I listen to it. But AJR sounds a little bit more juvenile opposed to.
What about Whatever It Takes?
No, I hate that song too.
I actually like that song. I actually do like that song. I will defend that song. Defender. What's it? A Believer.
Yeah.
You don't like Believer?
No.
Sure.
Get all your bad takes out now. While we get the. No, I don't.
I'll tell you, I still like Demons, and I still like It's Time. And
It's Time is not as good as Whatever It Takes.
Yes, it is. It's better. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I would much rather listen to Radioactive than I would whatever it takes.
Radioactive.
Yeah.
Dude, that music video
I think of
is sick.
Minecraft.
With like the puppets like boxing or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
like Muppets but on steroids. It's awesome.
okay, one final thing that I had to say about AJR
Sure.
is I once saw a post a couple of years ago when I still enjoyed them saying AJR makes music for a high school youth group student.
Uh-oh.
And
100%.
I 1,000,000% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I have like grown past that phase of my life, I do not like that music anymore.
I can't listen
It just
to
doesn't
them.
work. And I wanted to compare AJR to an artist that I think is a lot better. But she does like similar music.
I'm
If that,
scared.
not similar music to AJR, but like each one of her albums, you could say like, oh, it sounds pretty similar. But I'm comparing them to Lizzie McAlpine. She only has 3 albums right now, but each one feels like a story of growth. She at the beginning of the albums, normally she is sad about something, and she like translates those feelings into song very well. And then as you go through the album, she learns from these things, and then the last song is normally like about how she's grown and worked through these feelings.
Aw.
I think AJR, all of their albums are basically the same thing. It's always about the same theme, the same thing that they're singing about, and it just doesn't work. There's so many songs that they have made about I'm not good enough, I can't ever be loved.
My mom and dad split up.
Yeah, across all of their albums, maybe with the exception of their very first one, there's always songs about how they don't see themselves as good enough.
They need a
and that they
therapist.
can't be accepted. Yeah, they do. But also all of their
I
albums,
actually do have some of her music.
You do?
on
There you
there.
go.
I actually do have some of the music.
and that the first 3 there are from my favorite album of hers. Like that album itself is just a journey. It's very good. But another thing that I
was
had,
listening to Son of Man from Tarzan.
perfect. What were you listening to? I love those videos where we just like go up to somebody on the street like, what are you
Phil
listening to?
Collins, the Tarzan soundtrack.
Okay, so one thing that I had to say about her is that her music is more like poetry. Theirs is just like flat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like their
Yeah.
writing isn't their writing is not as intentional as hers is. She uses more words, bigger words that like, if you listen to AJR, you can understand everything they're saying. If you listen to Lizzie, you have to like really dive into those lyrics to understand what she's trying to get across. And I think the more a song is more like poetry, the better it is. The more intentionally written it is.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, you have something to say?
AGR is better.
Actually,
No. I was just trying to think of something like stupid and controversial to say, but I couldn't think of anything because I don't like AGR.
AGR top 5 band of all time.
top 5 of all time.
Top
is
2 of all time,
insane.
and they're not number 2.
Oh no.
AJR Queen.
Whoa, wait, are you gonna diss Queen or is that just? Wait, what are your?
No, that was a
feelings
joke.
on- Okay, well, I understand that, but they're just like putting like 2 bad bands up there. I'm like, what?
No,
Okay.
like generally.
It was supposed to be
generally
like
good.
a bad band and like a good
Yeah,
band.
Okay.
But your brain's too small.
Maybe I just wanted to defend Queen. I just got scared.
Okay, so one thing about Lizzie that I think can be repetitive. What is this guy
She's
doing?
not gonna ask if I
Shut
want
up.
any.
I'm listening, dog.
If my throat gets itchy and I don't have any.
She can be
armor-
repetitive.
You can have some of mine, Papa. Anyway, one thing that I think Lizzie does that can be repetitive is that God, I can't talk.
30?
The 13th song in her album is always about her father, who died on March 13th, 2020. And what I'm saying is that, like,
Who cares?
I said that AJR can be repetitive, right? They repeat
That's so
a lot
bad.
of the themes, a lot of their songs are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that, like, Lizzie can get to that point with this if she continues to do every
Yeah.
single song on the album that is number 13 is about her dad. At some point, it's going to get too recycled.
How many times has that happened so far?
3.
Is it 3 times?
She only has 3 albums, yeah. But like I said, her writing is so much more intentional, and then it feels like poetry that so far it has not gotten to that point where it feels recycled. But at any point, like her 4th album, maybe I'm like, okay, it feels recycled now.
Do you think that? I mean,
But it's
Look.
also only one song out of all of her albums, or out of all of the songs on the album, compared to like AJR's entire album feels the same for me.
Mm-hmm. If AGR's album, and I believe you, their new album is anything like the one beforehand, it was like the world's smallest violin or whatever it was, I'm gonna hate it because I don't like that. I don't like the other album.
You would probably.
But
Dislike
I'm gonna give Lizzie a listen because I don't think I've ever heard her.
I would say even like the themes in her last two albums. So 5 Seconds Flat, which is the one that you have songs from. That was more about relationships and like how. It's more about like how relationships have affected her and how she is still not over certain ones, how she's grown from certain ones. Her most recent album is called Older, and it's about getting older and like accepting the fact that like you have to grow and get older and stuff. So like obviously those are different themes. But the music is still like it's slow, it's sad music. But there can always be like
Well, you really just exposed me here.
you like slow and sad music. But like
dude, they should
5
make
Seconds Flat
sad
also
music
has-
so good. It's not my fault
They
that
do.
sad music is so great.
But they make she makes 5 Seconds Flat like energetic too at certain points. There's a lot of songs.
A lot of the songs like they'll start out slow and then like it'll hit like a beat where it starts to get like kind of like intense.
Yeah.
And I'm just like that's kind of great. Like
Yeah,
I really
exactly.
like it. But it's like you have to listen to the whole song because those songs they were shown to me and at first I'm like okay like they didn't grab me right away.
Right.
But I was just like, okay, it sounds like just like a generic like female like whatever. But like I think what hooked me for all three of those songs was like the latter half.
Yes.
Like when I'm just like, okay, that is like interesting or like that's more unique or whatever. So I would say if you were gonna listen to her stuff, I would like wait for a little bit because every single time I was shown a song, I was just like, this is okay. Like it's not bad, but like it's okay. But then I think for me, it kind of picked up with like the later bit. But I also
I
only
agree.
know 3 songs out of the whole
Right.
album, so I don't know.
Here goes me though. I
Gee.
think with her specifically, she makes songs start off slow like that and then have the big hit later.
No, I'm sorry.
Almost like feel like a different song.
No, I love songs that evolve like that. Rob knows that my favorite song of all time is Rock and Roll Suicide by David Bowie. And to my knowledge, it never repeats itself. Because like the song just kind of like goes in like a direction. It never goes back. It just builds and builds and builds and builds. And so I kind of like music like that where like maybe there's not like a chorus per se.
Sure.
But it just kind of like evolves. And to kind of to your point, I think with her music it does kind of like grow into something. So she does start off slow, but it's not in vain. It's because it's to propel you in.
Rob feels like a
whatever.
kid at a movie theater who's like opening his bag like in the climax of the movie, or actually at like the quietest point, so like everyone can hear it.
It's like the closure between like the two characters who haven't seen each other forever.
Yeah.
No, Rob was me in the sports section because you're like doing the thing.
No,
I'm just
I
like
think I think some cat hair got in my mouth and my throat's like time to close up. So I'm like this
to be this fly trap is like close it.
Motus
So-
cannot talk anymore.
So I'm like water.
Can you give me more?
No,
I don't
I'm
need it.
chilling my eyes.
Okay.
I don't need it.
Have you listened to Joe? Not Joe.
Oh, you got me.
No, I talked about him on
Joe?
episode 1. DJ
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, you'd probably like his stuff because it does that a lot, where it like starts as one thing and it evolves throughout the song.
The guy from Stranger Things.
Joe Keery. He played Steve in Stranger Things.
Is the band like how do you pronounce it? Is it DJO?
But it's pronounced Joe.
Yeah.
Is it pronounced Joe? Like okay, hold on. I might actually have
Joe
a few
Mama.
songs.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about telling people him though. Is like if I want to tell someone to listen to him, I'm like, yeah, his name's Joe, and they're like, oh, Joe Mama.
Okay, before that one, these are the only 2 I knew from him before.
Okay, yeah, this one was a TikTok song.
It
in the
really
beginning.
was.
Yeah.
But Feel Alright, I like. And Fool is so
Chateau's
weird.
really good.
Fool is so weird. Like, I
will be.
dude, Fool is like, I don't show nobody because I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like, it's such an odd, like,
Guilty pleasure.
dude, I don't know, dude. Fool is weird, but I don't know. But now everyone's gonna freaking, like, look it up and be like, dude, that's not my music taste.
He's going to lose.
That is not my playlist.
No, I like Fool.
But-
It's like it's
But
an interesting
Feel
song.
Alright,
pretty good.
it's definitely interesting.
Chateau.
It's definitely interesting.
He counts to 27 in one song.
29.
29.
In his new album, there's
I know I sneezed on you last episode, but you can't just be spitting on me now.
no in his newest album. There's a song. I think it's called Gap Tooth Smile. It's about like his new love interest, and he counts to 29 in the bridge. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. It definitely catches you off guard. It's kind of weird.
Wait, there was another song that I found from him recently that I really liked, but I don't know why it wasn't in my like songs.
Is it
I might
basic
be-
being basic?
I have no idea. Like I really have like he's like such like a small artist. Like I almost like never listen to him like ever. So like I really don't know like anything about him except for that I have like 2 songs by him.
Sure.
But like also like never listened to them.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything to comment on him other than like, you know, he's cool.
So, okay, I hate to be that guy that's like, oh, I listened to this guy from the beginning. But, like, I really did. So there was one time I was at the other Culver's I used to work at. And I was playing music while I was doing dishes. And End of Beginning came on. And this one kid heard it from up front. He comes back. And he's, like, just a high schooler. And he's like, hey, what's this song called? And I was like, oh, End of Beginning. He's like, I think I heard it on TikTok. And I was like, yeah, you probably did. And he goes, did you hear it on TikTok? And I was like, no, I actually, like, I've known this guy since he started releasing music. Like
liar.
Yeah.
Called your bluff. Your bluff.
No, but, like, I literally, when he released his first single, Roddy, I, like...
This is my act.
I was
This is
on
for
it.
my survival.
No, dude.
Dude.
Took it out. Get this viral on TikTok.
TikTok, blow it up, please.
Fortnite.
Was it Fortnite?
So you had
That's the algorithm.
Hashtag Fortnite.
Guys, just buzzwords. Come on.
Show me your Tony.
What does Joshua Block put? Hashtag Hulu's Chip and Dale or whatever?
Hashtag we want Battlefront 3.
Look how high it is.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude!
no. Josh, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Anarchy. Who brought you fire from down below? You're looking at him, yo.
Wait, try to
Dude,
suck
favorite
this
Disney
up?
princess movie?
Dude. Disney. Oh my
Is it,
goodness.
Greg, is this your shirt?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, go for it. That's brilliant. Why'd you even ask? You didn't wait for my answer. Shoot. Favorite? Princess and the Frog.
Oh, good one.
Yep.
Graham.
What's yours?
He doesn't know. He's gonna say like Aladdin. That's a man.
Yeah, Aladdin.
That's not a Disney princess movie.
That's got Jasmine.
Yeah, but it's not about Jasmine. It's about Aladdin.
The live
It's
action one
about
is.
Prince Ali.
Prince
I
I don't even know the words.
True.
Hmm.
Mighty is he. Ali of Abwa.
Is Mulan count?
Yeah, Mulan counts.
Is she a princess?
Okay. Well, I mean,
I'm
Not
not seen
really,
it
but
forever.
she's.
I mean-
she's a lady.
yeah. I think it's generally considered
she's a woman.
Disney princess movie.
That's fair. What's yours?
Moana.
Frozen? Oh, I love Moana. Yeah, I used to hate Moana
Really?
because I was an idiot, and then I'm like,
That's
oh,
right.
and then like, okay, the songs are bangers.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. Like it's a fun movie. I'm like, why? Yeah.
So, you know they did not get Lin-Manuel Miranda back for the second one? So the songs feel a lot less...
I've not seen the second one. I've heard mixed things on it.
It's not a bad story, but the songs aren't as good.
I heard that
Not
you can
even close.
tell that it wasn't originally going to be like a TV show, and people say that it feels almost like acts of the movie are just like different like story arcs a little bit. I don't know if that's...
I didn't know if it was going to be a TV show.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Maybe I just made that up right now, and it's just I'm just telling everybody. It's
For
not
chance,
real.
but they did definitely... Like, they set up a Moana 3 for sure. It's still... I think it's still a good
the
story.
Avengers post credits see all the bad guys. They're like, we gotta team up. What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? And it was just like, this is gonna peak cinema. Absolute cinema. Terrible.
Oh, yo, you guys just synchronized it. Anyway, I have another thing to talk to you guys about.
Sure.
Do you know anything about chili?
I love chili. Like the one, like the beans.
Like the beans?
The country?
No, not the country.
The
That would
restaurant?
be Chile. No,
Forgive
no,
me.
like actual chili.
Like beans.
Yeah.
Tell us!
Okay.
Okay, so there's something called the International Chili Society, right?
Whoa.
And it's like, that's the thing that puts on all of the chili
Oh, I know what
competitions,
you're
right?
about to say. This is stupid.
So do you think chili should have beans in it or not?
yes.
Both of you, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's because our mama made it with beans growing up.
Sure. I am in the camp that, like, I enjoy it a lot more with beans.
Yeah!
Texas.
Yeah, you have to disagree for the video. So we
Right.
can, like,
I hate beans in my chili.
This is a thumbnail. Okay, yeah, so you said it.
Okay. Texas is under the impression that chili should not have beans.
We've
They
had this discussion.
they hate people that put beans in chili.
They hate them?
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Other parts of the world say that chili should
Like
have
Mexico? Like, I feel like...
They have the final say. Mexico has the final say.
Is that
Why?
racist? I don't know. It's
They know beans best.
we're Hispanic, so we can say.
Okay, well, so one thing to note is that the International Chili Society has like a sponsor, and it's Bush's Beans, right? And Bush specifically makes like beans that are
Sounds so
called
good.
chili beans.
Uh-huh.
So another thing is that they have different definitions for chili. So the current definition for traditional traditional red chili from the International Chili Society is any kind of meat or combination of meats cooked with red chili peppers, various spices, and other ingredients. Beans and non-vegetable fillers, such as rice and pasta, are not allowed.
Whoa. Not allowed?
But that is specifically for what you call like traditional red chili. Now, if you were to look at their definition for home-style chili, it specifically says any kind of meat or combination of meats and or vegetables cooked with beans, chili peppers, various spices, and other ingredients. Home-style chili may be any color. So they have two different definitions for different types of chili. One, home-style, the other, traditional. And traditional specifically calls for no beans. Home-style specifically calls for beans.
I
So
think
is the-
there's a bigger issue here.
So is the
Okay.
first claim saying just like chili should not have beans no matter what regardless of like the type of chili? Because if they are both giving two different definitions for two different kinds of chilies, like that's fine. But are they saying that no chili should across the board no matter what never have beans?
It's okay, so like this is if you're going to compete in their competition for traditional red chili.
Uh-huh.
They're telling
I
you that
see.
you
Yeah.
cannot
Okay.
put
You were gonna
beans,
say something?
non-vegetable fillers,
Gotcha.
and rice.
Yep.
So, looking at history, there's a group of people, and they say,
Uh-oh.
Where is this going?
and they say,
Demonetized.
this groups of people are good. They're humans. These ones are not. Their colors are
The rich.
different.
No, I think he's gonna make like a race comparison.
This chili must be red. This chili is the traditional good chili. This is the chili that's right.
The pure
This chili, the pure chili.
Yeah, he's
this
making like
chili-
a Nazi propaganda.
Dude.
No, I'm
has to have
saying the
blue eyes and
traditionalists
blonde
are
hair.
racists.
Okay.
They're
No, but they're not.
They're
They're
slave
not.
So everyone from Texas is racist. That's what you're saying.
Yours.
That might be valid on its own.
They
even
say it
without
has,
the
to,
chili
it has to be
argument.
red, and then you said you put this in here
Yeah.
deliberately. Maybe any other color. So the
That's
other,
what they say though. I didn't
exactly.
I didn't.
They're racists,
That's not
But
why I put
there's-
it in.
and that is why beans belong in chili. Because if you say beans don't belong in chili, you're a racist.
Okay.
How in the world did we get here?
But if you're going for traditional chili, traditional red chili, you
Right.
can't have beans in it. Says the
yeah,
ICS.
the problem is not the colors. The problem is that it's either with or without beans.
Right. It's
They're
the
still
type
It's,
of
it's
chili.
not. It's not saying. How are you? Why are you so hell bent on making sure that these people are racist?
Because if we put them in the light that they're bad people, we're in the right.
Because no one's
And we
gonna
can-
no one's
and
gonna
we
listen to a
can-
racist.
and we
If we can,
we can put
picture
beans
the International
in our
Chili
chili.
Society is they're labeled as racist, then who's gonna look at their chili can have beans? Hey, you're a racist. You're not gonna tell me whether I'm putting beans in my chili.
Exactly.
Well, because if you try to go to their competition of traditional red chili with beans in your chili, they're going to say, no, get out.
Yeah,
You're not
bite
accepted.
me. Yeah,
Go to the home style chili competition. Weenie Hut Jr.
This is awesome.
I
I'm
love
so
chili.
glad that you
Chili's
brought this to my
delicious.
attention because I'm gonna start.
Did you know
Making
about
petitions.
the International Chili Society before this?
Now, but they probably have a society for everything.
You've brought it up before.
I have, because I
this
learned
was-
about this a couple years ago.
What do we argue?
Why are you
at
so
work?
passionate about this?
At work,
I'm just interested.
I thought you said that beans don't belong.
I did. Because I did
you
not
switched
know
up.
about the home style chili definition. I only ever saw the traditional
So
red
you
chili
barked up
description.
my tree for no
I
reason.
did, but that was when I was under the impression that this was the only definition of chili.
So you used to be a racist.
Oh, he's getting better.
I've come to the light. Where's the other? Okay, I don't think. Oh, here it is.
So we
So
got-
some people, I did say some people say, if you have chili without beans, that it's called just meat sauce.
I think that's fair.
But I also saw another thing that was like, someone was talking about soup, and he was like, I like pasta in this soup, but that doesn't mean that it's called like adding pasta to that soup is also just called this soup. It's this pasta with this soup.
What? Okay, wait. Say that again.
I forget what the soup was, right? But
It's totally possible that you're make a complete sentence that makes sense, and me and Rob are just idiots.
It was a
But-
Reddit post, so it's hard to understand. Right? But, but it was
I have no idea what you said.
on the same thread as chili, right? This guy said, "I like soup,
Soup.
I like soup.
and I
Soup?
like these noodles in
That's
this
noodles.
soup."
Oh, in the soup.
Don't
In the soup,
repeat
yes.
every. Okay. Don't
So he
repeat
said,
every
"I like
sentence.
soup, and I like these noodles inside of this soup."
Okay.
That does not make this soup plus this noodle the same
different-
soup. He said it is now this soup with noodles.
That makes sense. So is the argument then like?
Okay, so
That
does
is
it-
why it's called
so-
chili with
Is it
beans,
saying
right?
red chili once you add beans makes it a different thing? Like you said, red chili with beans. So it's
Right.
not.
So a good example would be like this, right? If you have a bowl of fettuccine like pasta, it's
Mm-hmm.
just white sauce. But if you're gonna put broccoli and chicken in
Yeah.
there, that's a different dish.
That makes sense. I mean, if you throw in different ingredients into an already established thing, then those ingredients are going to make it something different.
No,
Because if you just say I
'cause
want
what if people
fettuccine,
say-
then you're gonna just get the noodles.
No, wait. No, because then like think about a burger. If you're like, I want
Ooh.
lettuce, tomato, and bacon on there, it doesn't make it a different burger. It's still a burger.
It does make it a different burger though, because
But
if you get a barbecue bacon burger,
and then non-cheeseburger.
exactly,
but
it's
you're
a
adding
hamburger
different
or a
ingredients.
cheeseburger. And it's the same thing with like that's why we have something called the works. That's why we have something called a deluxe cheeseburger.
He's back at work.
I'm sorry. Is our discovery here that when you take something and you add something different to that something, it makes it a different thing? Because if so, we
No,
are
it's
wasting
because-
everybody's time.
It's because everyone is
The chili bastards.
it's the chili bastard.
Hold yourself back, brother. It's not that serious.
No.
Grab your pitchforks,
They
your
made-
torches.
they
Let's go
made-
find them.
So, like
The
nothing-
ICS will not let.
something out of nothing. They're making an argument for no reason.
You're right.
They're
And that's what I'm bringing to our
Oh, you're
attention.
saying that they're being stuck up for no reason?
Right.
Like just hey, add beans, brother. No one cares.
Exactly. There's the camp that's like, I like chili. I think you should enjoy chili exactly how you want.
This reminds me of the pineapple on pizza stuff.
Yeah.
So like people are like you can't have pineapples on pizza.
Oh yeah, pineapple pizza's good.
Yeah,
It is
I like
good.
It. Yeah,
I literally had Hawaiian
Let's
pizza
go,
last night.
chat.
it's so good.
Oh, it's so
It is.
good.
But like I don't understand how like people have the balls to be like you cannot have beans in your chili or you can't have pineapple on your pizza.
Right. That makes it not pizza.
It's
or not
my
chili.
slice of pizza. It's my bowl of chili. I can eat it however I want.
Land free.
You like grilled cheese with ketchup. I think that's stupid.
Wait,
It's still
wait,
grilled
but you
cheese.
can-
Wait, that's the discussion that I want to be talking about for 15 minutes.
Okay.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Listen.
about?
He
Okay.
makes a burger with no meat.
No, it's not a burger. It's just
Yes,
so you know.
Do you
how-
have weirder combinations than ketchup with grilled cheese? Because if so, I want you to say it.
Yeah. Okay. Just
What?
listen. If you were to make a sandwich, what would you put on it? You would have bread. You would have
Bread,
meat. You would have
meat.
cheese
Uh-huh.
and a sauce.
Like a mayo, like a condiment.
If I
yeah.
choose a condiment, I'd either go mustard or mayo.
Okay, sure. So, I am here to argue that what I
Clearly.
like is the exact same thing as a makeup of a sandwich. Okay, so do not knock it until you try it. It is a grilled cheese sandwich, but with ketchup and bacon.
Bacon's a good conclusion.
Now, do you know? I'm sure you know about the grilled cheese and tomato soup camp.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that
I do
love
that.
grilled cheese and they dip it in tomato soup, right?
Yeah, we do that.
Guilty.
Okay. I don't personally like tomato soup, but I like ketchup, which is made with tomatoes and a lot of sugar, right, and vinegar. So I kind of compared it to like it's almost like that.
Except it's not.
Dude,
It's not,
the
but-
kitchen ripped him a new one, and it was the funniest
did.
thing ever.
Thank
But
goodness.
it's
I
it's
hope
just-
that you're mocked wherever you go.
that I'm what?
You're mocked. Just
Oh,
made
I
fun of.
am because of that. My
Good.
brother mocks me for it. But it's the same makeup as what you would put on a sandwich.
You mean a burger?
But it's
No, just a
cheese,
sandwich in
though.
general. Because a
It's
burger is
just
a form of
cheese.
sandwich. It's
Yeah.
cheese plus ketchup plus bacon.
Right.
Now, if you were to make like a BLT,
I am so hungry right now to where
So am
I
I.
could eat that. But when I'm full, that does not. sound good.
Wait. That's like saying I like to dip my pizza in ketchup because tomato sauce is already tomato, just like ketchup is. And even though they're a little bit different, I could rationale
'cause
that
you'd
hey,
be
people use
removing-
ranch. People use ranch with pizza. So just like you use mayo and mustard with a sandwich, and people use ranch with pizza, I can dip my pizza into ketchup because one, similar ingredients with the tomato sauce, and because it's also a condiment thing, just like ranch. And
no,
salt.
I think what's happening here is that like you would have to remove the marinara from the pizza. Because I'm removing the tomato soup from my.
Even
my
so, let's take the
inclusion.
marinara out. Are you still dipping that?
I would never dip it in ketchup then. I would. It's just marinara. You cannot substitute marinara for ketchup. It's a completely different thing.
But I could argue that with like tomato soup and like ketchup. Like
You're right. And that's why I'm wrong for saying that.
Okay,
But
as long as you know that
also,
you're incorrect.
Yeah.
But like, okay,
but
that's
it's also
fine, yeah.
it's also a similar enough like thing to where you can be like, people like it with tomato soup, so why not try it with ketchup? Because I'm sure people would do that with ketchup and pizza, right? I'm sure there is a camp out there that says I don't like marinara sauce, but I like ketchup, so I'm gonna try that. I'm not saying that would be good. I'm not saying I would like that. I might, but
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to vote if you think that like you could dip your pizza in ketchup.
Greg, how
I
do
think
you
it's
feel
fair.
that Josh has churros in his top 5 foods?
Oh, when I watched that, it's just crazy.
But that's the whole thing about it is it's an opinion. Our top 5 foods are an opinion.
Yeah, but like
not,
if it was as simple as like, oh, that's your opinion, that's my opinion, and then like we're done talking about it, then there would be no podcast. So your argument, like, leave me alone. I'm like, but that's not what we're here to do. That's not what they're here to watch. Like, oh, churros, understandable. Have a great day. Like, no one cares. Like, then that's just like a boring
I
discussion.
don't understand how if there was a plate of like sweet tangy barbecue wings
That's insane.
in a plate of Cheerios.
Cheerios.
What did I say?
They're not Cheerios.
Oh, Cheerio, mate.
Churros.
Yeah, I think you had too many sweets in your top 5. I think you had.
But I have a sweet tooth. I love sweets.
Yeah, but like
So
I
that's why
really
have-
like salty things like chips and cheese. I have like, but like if I had a top 5, like okay, if we were to frame your top 5 like this, if you were on a desert island and you could only have like 5 foods, I guess okay, that is a different ranking, so it's a little bit unfair. I'll give you that. But like whenever I try to structure my top 5, I usually kind of play around like that similar game where it's like it's my top 5 favorite foods because there's like variety of like whatever. And so whenever I see top 5 of like 3 sweets, I'm like, but like then there's just like not enough there to whatever. I don't know.
Did I have 3 sweets?
Maybe I'm
You
exaggerating.
I had
Brownie, I
sushi,
think.
burger, brownie, not tequila, churro.
Tequila. Woo!
Sushi, brownie.
Yeah, I
burger,
could be completely
churro,
wrong.
and what did I have? Did I have taco? Fish
I don't
tacos?
remember.
Oh, you. I'm sorry. You had fish tacos.
Or yeah.
You said specifically because you don't like any other taco, which also crazy take.
No, I like certain tacos. I just don't like like
Oh, you don't like the hard shell.
I don't like beef.
That's fair.
I don't like beef tacos.
Soft shell is like a million times better.
I
Hard
agree.
shells are not bad, but like a soft shell is just like
I've only had one really good beef taco meat, and it's from Taco Tico. That is
What?
the only beef taco meat that I will eat.
Interesting.
Or
so when
ground
you
beef.
have like nachos,
Mhm.
you don't like ground beef on your nachos?
No.
Whoa.
If I'm doing nachos, I'll get
Uh-uh.
like chicken, pulled pork.
That's also valid, I guess.
Pulled pork,
But
like
beef is
barbecue
like
and nacho
I'm
cheese.
taking beef, I think, over those, but those are not bad choices. Those are pretty good.
When you go to Busch Stadium and you get the Alberto nachos, do you get like
I
the
get the
pulled pork?
tots. I get the nacho tots.
Oh,
Oh,
tots
those are
really
good. Yeah. they have like a Korean style one that was pretty good. It's a little
I didn't
spicy.
know that.
You won't like it because you don't like spice.
I do like spice. I love spice.
Yeah,
Where did
well.
you get that from?
Just a blatant lie. Did you?
What?
Tell me now.
No, I didn't
you-
fart. You might have been hearing
I
that.
feel like
Oh,
there's like
okay.
very little circulation.
I thought you were like a big baby. It was
You're like
you're
halfway out the
"Eh."
frame. Stop leaning back that way.
Dude, I'm sorry
He's
that
scared of me.
your room is like small.
Hi guys, like the new set. We have a wall,
wall.
and
This is so much to
The
look
hat in
at.
between Greg and Rob's head.
they have our beautiful faces to look at.
It's not done yet. I just moved in.
Shut up.
We don't, we don't need your excuses. My top 5 was better than his top 5.
Let's move on from last week's episode. They've already.
Well,
They don't care. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, what else
Like-
you got, Josh?
That's all that I had. Was
Oh,
I
sure.
really wanted to spark that chili conversation because it's just an interesting thing.
We
It's
need to
also
either
not
rank
everyone
something or blind
believes. Not
What?
everybody believes that the International Chili Society exists. Like I brought that up to Micah the other day, and he said, "Are you making this up?"
Hey, Greg,
And I'm
you,
like, "Dude, I could never make anything up this elaborate."
Me what?
you find something on like the tier list.
I am a
guy.
guest. I am not supposed to.
All right, we're taking a break then.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey there, listener. Don't forget that you can find us at the Outside Scoop Podcast on both Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, we post some pretty interactive content, so if you enjoy that, give it a follow, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. All right, back to the show. Okay, so we're back with snack food rankings, S through F.
Just scroll down.
Yeah, and then trash can as well. So first, we're going to start with animal crackers.
Animal crackers is like a C.
Ooh, okay, wait. Is C...
Right here. Oh, never mind. Left. Sorry.
F me.
Is C the baseline? Like, is that middle?
Yeah.
It's like that's just mid.
I would say C then.
That's
yeah.
fine.
Okay. Animal crackers. All right.
Oh,
Just
that's
try to do, like, the-
annoying.
Just try to do like the
X. Hit the X. Hit the X. Oops, sorry, microphone.
it can't hear you.
Why is it not?
Can you just like
hit
go to
start?
like editing
Go back
and
up.
just
Go
like
back up. What? Dude, why is tier maker being stupid?
this
Can't drag
website F tier.
Yeah, this after your website.
Hottest girls.
Hear
Dude, there's
me
one called
out.
like hottest cartoon baddies or something.
It's dude.
Don't do the hear me out.
Promiscuous boy.
Sorry, Mike.
I guess that's not gonna work. Female cartoon hotties.
Dude, no.
We can't, Rob.
I don't think the website's working.
A. I'm sorry.
Just
All
go
right,
back.
we got the
Just go
cow
back.
from
Go
back to the barnyard.
No. Just go back to the cartoon or the snack foods and we'll
Snack foods.
We'll
We'll just talk.
we'll just talk about
them.
Okay.
Okay, so C tier for
Animal crackers.
animal crackers. Fritos?
Skip that one.
Fritos, dude.
That's not Fritos.
I'm gonna say C.
Oh, we're going down.
Oh.
Okay.
Just original Frito?
B.
I'm saying B.
Because like the salty chip, you can never go wrong with the salty
Original
chip.
like universal
And you
flavors.
can
like,
dip it
like
in
all
chili.
flavors.
You
No,
dip
just
it
the original.
Just the
Yeah.
original. C.
That's a B.
It's gotta be C.
It's gotta be B.
You get okay. We'll go B because you guys are both.
Okay, thank you. Shut up.
I think that's where we're going.
Ruffles.
C plus. Ruffles?
B.
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 What about Doritos?
Good baseline
Doritos are
potato
like
chip.
A, right?
B.
Doritos.
Like
Or
chili
Pringles?
cheese Doritos?
I thought we were doing Pringles.
Doritos. We're just willy nilly. Nothing makes sense. Up is down, left is right.
Just baseline, like, or, sorry, nacho cheese
like nacho.
Frito.
I mean, there's nacho.
These
over
ones,
there.
nacho cheese.
Yeah.
A.
I'll say A. Like
I
they're
say
like a
A.
safe like party. Like if you go to a
Yeah,
party,
yeah,
there's,
definitely
like,
a safe
everywhere.
party. Nutty Buddies? Or Nutty Bars?
I'm gonna say B or maybe even C. It's
They're S tier for me. I love
Really?
peanut butter chocolate. Can't go wrong
I'll
with
go
that.
B.
Okay, so like
A. Let's go A.
A,
Just me.
yeah.
Okay, but A.
Cheetos
Middle.
S.
Cheetos.
On my mama. Cheetos S.
Cheetos are like an A for me.
Dude, because the thing with Cheetos is that
When was the last
there's
time you had a Cheeto?
a lot like
A
Dude,
while,
I
right?
dogged-
Every time you
I
get
dogged
it,
on
every
Cheetos.
time you eat a Cheeto, you're like, this is
you have them today.
way
You're still
better than I
thinking.
thought.
Well,
You're still thinking.
my girlfriend has these like chili cheese Cheeto things that are
Chili
like
cheese?
yeah, you'll have
No,
to
you-
you'll have to see them.
That can't
Anyway,
be real.
no, I swear. I don't really like the texture of a regular Cheeto.
Oh, they're so good.
And I don't like how dusty they make my fingers. I'm
But you can suck
low-key-
'em.
What?
I'm putting Cheeto on like C tier.
Let's go B then.
A. I'm not budging. You kidding me right now?
We have, A. We need
Yeah.
you.
What's
Yeah.
what tier list of Cheeto?
Yeah.
What?
Cheetos.
Cheeto.
And
A B C.
He said
in terms of just all chips?
No, just yeah.
just like
but,
snacks, like snack foods.
Or just like put it somewhere.
Just plain
baseline
Cheetos?
Yeah.
B.
yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be.
All right, B.
I'm gonna kill you.
Whoa.
Funyuns C.
C.
The aftertaste sucks. Like they're
The first four are immaculate,
You know-
and
Okay,
then
that's
you
valid.
have
You
more.
know
you're
what?
like,
That's valid.
I feel
for
disgusting.
it also being the name fun. It's not as fun as like half the chips that you could possibly eat.
I
like
think it
they're
is.
just like,
It's more. It's a circle. It's
but like
You-
they're like Captain Crunch, where like they scratch like the roof.
Oh,
of your
that's
mouth,
true.
though. They're like,
But
and I
Captain
love
Crunch is like a goated cereal.
I love Captain Crunch. We should have cereal.
After this, do you
Ah.
want to go get Captain Crunch berries?
Captain Crunch.
Yeah, Captain Crunch.
Bro sounds like Nosferatu.
Okay, I'm C tier for
Pounce on it.
Funyuns. C tier for
Oh.
Funyuns.
Okay.
Fruit snacks. Fruit
Sun
snacks.
chips. No.
Pringles!
Okay, let's get. You want fruit snacks?
Yeah, fruit
Fruit
snacks.
snacks? What kind? Where are they at?
Just like normal Welch's fruit snacks.
Oh.
S tier.
A?
A.
They're solid, but
We'll
they're
go
not
there.
S tier. This next one's
You
S
know
tier.
what? No, because if your
Sun
mom,
chips are not
no,
S
no,
tier.
no,
You're
no,
so
Garden
wrong for that.
salsa?
Dude, no.
Garden salsa sun chips are the
If
best
we're going
chips.
normal Sun Chip, because we're going normal Doritos, normal
Oh,
Fritos.
okay. Then C.
I agree.
But the garden salsa is S.
I've also never had that
That's a salsa.
flavor.
You've never had that?
God
Dude.
help me. What was that? God help me.
Okay, fine.
Pringles? Normal Pringles?
Oh, normal.
tier.
See, dude,
A tier.
Pringles are just such a good
I would say if
innovation
you
on a
had
chip.
other. I mean, you know what?
Also a safe party food.
No.
Barbecue Pringles are S.
No, because
I think normal's A.
I think if you're going flavors to Pringles, you can put a lot more in S. I think the original has to be an A, because if you're gonna just do like a normal salty chip, stuff like
Okay.
Lay's is gonna be S.
Yeah.
Because Lay's just has like that. There's just something else to it. I think it's a solid A, but flavors might be going to S.
A
But
tier.
I'll agree. A tier for Pringle.
You just want to do like pretzels, like the
just
bowl of
Dude.
gold or whatever.
D.
whoa.
I'm saying like
I was gonna go like
C.
A or something.
Really?
Because think about it. If I was gonna say this about the fruit snacks too. If you have like a strict mom who won't let you like eat junk food, who like whether it's like chips or like whatever, like if you can believe that an American mom isn't feeding their child junk constantly, stuff like the fruit snacks, which is why I was actually gonna probably go higher, along with like the pretzels. They're just like a good snack to like give your kid because it's like better than like. I don't know. We're just like it's not crossing.
Yeah,
the
I'll
line
give
of
it a
super
B.
unhealthy.
I do
it's a
enjoy
good, healthy.
I was at work the
know.
other day and I was just driving and I was just eating like those pretzels. I'm like, this is actually quite.
See, I'm a pretzel hater. I don't like full
I'm a
like.
Josh hater.
That's insane.
I don't like full like normal pretzels like at a ballpark. I don't
Soft pretzel.
No,
with
no. It's first of all the taste of the dough of a pretzel is just like I don't
Heaven.
like it.
Oh.
And plus, they pound it with salt. There's so much salt on it that it's
And with
just
the nacho cheese.
ooh. And then look,
Do this
listen,
for
listen.
me. Post this on Instagram and TikTok, and I want all the comments to hate you.
Dude, I
You don't
know,
like
listen.
pretzels?
I know that I'm an outlier because everyone
Yeah,
loves
you
a
do.
pretzel.
Yep.
Pretzel with cheese, it's so good. I hate pretzels. I do not like the taste of dough. I hate that there's so much work. If you want less salt on your pretzel, you have to scrape it.
Where's the
You
hatred
have
coming
to.
from? Where's this? Where's this?
Because I don't like it. Because I don't enjoy it.
Yeah. What don't you enjoy? How about the sun?
Because I don't like one snack food. I don't,
No, it's
all of
not
them.
just coming for that whatever the original. It's the soft doughy one with like the nacho cheese and like the ballpark.
Yeah, I just don't like.
experience.
I just don't like pretzels.
Next time I go to Bush Stadium, I'm getting that. Okay.
So too bad I don't like pretzels. Get over it.
You just want to go
Like,
to.
I
I can't.
You just want to go.
Whoa.
Like, hey, B's fair. You gotta admit that like there's other people that are normal and they would also.
I agree.
So B.
Low B.
I'm on budget.
Low B.
I'm just kidding. Just
Raisins.
C
C
or D.
D.
Okay, it's on D.
But you put them in like your cereal.
Wait, guys, chat, listen. Wheat thins.
Wheat thins are S.
S.
So good.
Yes, dude.
I hate these.
You don't like wheat thins?
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say. Smart corn. Smart.
Have you
smart
not done
popcorn.
goldfish yet?
No, we haven't done goldfish. Let's do
Alright.
goldfish over popcorn.
Idiot.
Goldfish is
We only have 60 more seconds to talk before this episode ends.
goldfish is A.
Dude,
Normal old goldfish A. You know what's better though?
I guess
anything else?
I'll say B.
Whales.
Ew.
You remember the
no,
whales?
whales
No,
somehow has more
the-
of a fake cheese taste than
fake-
goldfish.
Which is better?
Oh.
You are an American for sure. For sure.
Oh,
For
you
sure.
And you're
I'm
not?
sure if you looked at
We don't
the-
know.
That's
For
true.
sure.
Melting pot. No.
You're born in the melting pot?
Yes, that's America.
Alright, popcorn, just in general.
That one, or I guess just popcorn in general.
Popcorn,
S.
C.
dude. You know the video of Judge Judy? Where, like, the guy's like, and then she, like, mocks him. She goes, like, that's, like, your guess' reaction, like, half the time.
Dude, C for
Um,
popcorn.
Yeah.
Buttered good, salted good, with M&M's
Listen,
good.
the taste is fine enough. But
You're
it's
talking about it gets stuck
sticky.
in-
It gets stuck in my
It's
teeth.
not sticky.
It does. It is.
Sticky.
Maybe
gets
when you're,
stuck
maybe
in
when
my
you're
teeth.
slobbering
Not
your
whenever you're-
drools all over the place, yeah, it gets sticky. Because
Not
you're
when
a
you're
pig.
touching it. But it's first off, if you add dust and junk to it, then it gets on your fingers.
Dust.
But
And you lick it.
no, but all of the current they always get stuck in my teeth, and I hate that feeling. That is
Then
absolutely
floss,
the worst.
brother. I don't know what else to say.
I do, but whenever I'm in the middle
Incorrect.
of a movie,
Open.
whenever I'm in the middle of a movie, if I'm eating popcorn, I'm not just gonna floss pick. I'm not gonna pull it out of my pocket.
Could you imagine like a...
If you have if you have that big of a problem, why not bring it then?
Because I don't want to
'Cause
eat
that's
popcorn. I would
crazy.
rather eat cookie dough bites at the movies. I would rather eat Reese's.
Oh,
at the
cookie dough
movies.
is so good.
Cosmic brownies.
B.
B.
They're still good, but they're
B.
not like they don't have the childlike wonder that they
Oh,
used to.
dude, pizza goldfish is calling my name. Ooh, cheese balls.
Cheese balls are D.
I agree.
I say F. They're not good. Cheese balls suck.
Unless you're a
Yeah, you know what? Screw
3-year-old,
it. F.
unless you're a 3-year-old, you don't like cheese balls.
Brooke loves it.
it's like liking AGR.
Brooke likes
If you like it, you enjoy eating cheese balls.
That's crazy. Brooke's favorite, or one of her favorite snacks are like the Cheeto Puffs, and I hate them.
No.
I hate them. They're so bad. you eat one, they all get stuck in your teeth.
Yeah. Okay.
All of them.
Same thing with popcorn.
But popcorn tastes good.
No, you know what it is about cheese puffs that what's it called? Popcorn doesn't do. If you know how, like, your teeth are kind of like curvy and get like pits or whatever, cheese puffs make it like a straight it makes it as smooth as this table. If you eat enough, it like fills in every single crack and crevice to where it's just like a straight line. Popcorn doesn't do that. It gets like
It's like a retainer.
it gets like stuck like kind of in like the whatever. But
Yeah.
cheese puffs is just like a flat like it makes like a road.
Yeah, it is.
It's
You gotta like
terrible.
use your tongue to dig it all out.
Oh, it's so gross.
And I feel like a
I
fast
do that. I do that
when I
with
do that.
popcorn too, but it does taste better.
But not so much, and that it tastes like it's like a really fake cheese.
Okay, final snack. Final snack.
So either
jerky.
either Lay's, beef jerky, or
Oh, we can exclude
Well,
Lay's.
Lay's
right?
is just a popcorn chip. Popcorn chip. Potato
Whoa,
chip.
F you.
What about
Sorry,
Ritz-
sorry.
Ritz crack- what about
Potato
Ritz
chip.
crackers?
Yeah,
No,
too close to
no.
wheat thins.
Beef jerky.
I think jerky is a good one to
Yeah.
because like
Okay.
it's more obscured.
Are we seeing original?
Yeah, original beef
S.
jerky.
A tier.
A. Only because of the
The
stink.
The
yeah.
stink,
Whenever you
bro.
open it up in a car.
Bro,
on a road
you
trip-
already
stink.
No, if you're
Hey, armpits, go like this. Let's see this. Oh, let's see the stain. Dude, see the stain.
if you're on a road trip and someone has those and they open it up,
Who gives a fart? You're on the road for
no, everyone's instantly
You
like,
parked in first over 7. You're just straight up nasty. You're saying 12 hours into a road trip. You're like, I'm drawing the line and I'm
Dude.
being, dude, it
Yes,
tastes
if-
so good.
If I'm 12 hours in and I'm already frustrated with everybody else, and then rip, here comes the beef jerky smell. I'm kicking him out of
You
the
know the
car.
scene from Open Season? I think it's Open Season, like RJ like opens up like the chips and it, like it goes like everywhere.
RJ is from Over the Hedge.
Oh,
Yeah,
over
that's
the
the
hedge.
raccoon.
That's what I'm
You're
thinking.
thinking of
It's
Boo?
over the hedge whenever like they open up like the
Oh,
chips
yeah.
and go. That's like the smell of.
This is something that you're just not open to.
That's what it is. But the taste is great.
It's so
everyone
good.
in the I've never sorry I've never had an experience or not have an experience where someone has beef jerky in the car and opens it and everyone not go,
Can I have
whose
one?
is that?
Yeah.
Or no, because they want to know who's to
that?
grab one.
Where to grab one from?
Dude, who's that? Rob, give me
Dude,
some.
yeah, I'll still-
It's an invitation.
No. I'll still ask for one.
Shut up.
I'll still ask for one, but it smells disgusting.
It
Someone did it why.
it builds
spit it
families.
out.
I don't know.
Someone did it
it's
why.
the
Is
glue.
what it smells like.
Possibly, but that might just be an independent thing, dude. Rob, if I'm at a gas station
If-
and
if-
they have
if-
no
if-
if they have no toilet paper and I can't wipe and I'm gonna be stinky,
You're grabbing beef jerky.
Is that how you
I
like
can mask it. Yeah. Dude, it's the ultimate one. It's the cover up, and two, I was gonna be your best friend. It's like open up gum in like in class at school. Give me a piece.
What do we give me a piece?
We're not gonna do the hottest girls bracket.
No, I think that's a great way to end our final episode of the
Ever.
season. You take us out.
Where do you want to go, Chili's?
Yeah, I am going to Chili's right now.
Say it with me.
Like, subscribe,
comment. No.
comment, share, belittle others that disagree with you.
No one else is allowed to have an opinion other than you.
Thank you
Also,
for watching
beans belong in
the
chili.
first season of the Outside Scoop podcast.
Also, because we did not hit our subscriber goal, I think next season we're going to do a little bit of an incentive. If we hit whatever goal we get,
we give.
we will
give back to the community.
whatever goal that we give. If we hit that, we will give one random listener a $25 Visa gift.
On the last episode, everyone should comment. Like we're gonna tell them
We'll
in every
figure it out.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta spin a wheel and we'll show for proof.
Yep.
And I hope he doesn't win.
Only if we hit the subscriber goal, though.
It's gonna be a lot more reasonable.
100,000.
We're gonna try to hit 50.
What are we at? Actually, can you look it up real fast?
30 something.
Oh. So just 720 shy. Were you on crack when you made that goal?
I told you it was unrealistic.
Bro was smoking hookah.
All right, while we look at that, we're gonna close out. So, nope, Josh, come on now.
No, dude, we're gonna
on
wait
now.
until I find it, and then we're
I thought we were on
27.
Oh,
Dude, can we just appreciate my thumbnail,
It looks like
the churro thumbnail?
yeah.
Is that not a great thumbnail?
Hey, can this be the thumbnail?
No, the thumbnail is you doing this.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh no.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and listening. We'll see you next season.